What's going on, guys? It is Brad, or DemonAsylum here. I'm bringing you all a new Destiny video. I'm going to be going over all of the changes and fixes that came with the hotfix yesterday, June 2nd. It is 1.2.0.2, the one that addresses some House of Wolves issues. I'll go ahead and link this article from Bungie that I'm going to be reading off of in the description below if you guys want to follow along or just check it out for yourselves instead. I'm not going to go into great detail or extra, additional information or detail about all of these updates. I'm just going to read them word for word as they are on the article, and then if you guys have any questions or confusion regarding any of these updates, just take a second, post about it in the comments down below, and I'll 100% be able to go ahead and explain whatever it is you guys are confused about. So, starting here with the key highlights, we have the first wanted fallen bounty completed each week is now guaranteed to drop a treasure key. Greatly increase the drop rate of treasure keys from the small chests at the end of the Prison of Elders. Increase the drop rate of treasure keys from ether chests. Then on the Prison of Elders changes, we have greatly increased the drop rate of treasure keys from the small chests. Class items will now drop from level 32, level 34, and level 35. Fixed a bug in which the ship Hildian Seeker did not drop under certain circumstances. I'm pretty sure that is the ship you're supposed to get from level 35 when you open the chest. It's supposed to be a guaranteed thing, so it would make sense if that's what the update is referring to. Fixed a bug in which the Elder Cipher bounty could not be acquired if your bounty inventory was full. You will need to defeat skulls again to receive the Elder Cipher bounty. I definitely feel bad for anybody who had a full inventory of bounties when taking out Skullless, because of course they wouldn't know if they got the Elder Cipher bounty, but what I'm curious about is, because they say you will need to defeat skulls again to receive the Elder Cipher bounty, I'm wondering if that refers to if you're someone who did actually get the Elder Cipher bounty, but you had a full inventory of bounties at the time, if the game is able to know if you're one of those people, and if the next time that person defeats Skullless, if they're guaranteed to get the Elder Cipher bounty. So I don't know if that's the case, but definitely something I'm curious about. Then we have damage caused by Quadrant's Gaze is reduced by 25%, and damage multiplier for the Jailbreaker buff increased by 100%. Both of those things have to do with the boss fight of the level 32 Prison of Elders event this week. It's the last round of the Prison of Elders event this week for level 32, and last week it was level 34. Most of you guys probably know what boss fight that is. It's the Vex one, and which is being referred to there. Now on to Trials of Osiris, we have fixed an issue in which Trials of Osiris emblems were not sent to the Postmaster if your emblem inventory was full. Unfortunately, I was a victim to this. It was one of the cooler emblems in my opinion, the one that I see least. I know there's probably only a few, but again, it's the one I see least, and unfortunately I had a full inventory of emblems and it never went to my Postmasters, so a little disappointing, but it's not the end of the world. Then we have passage coins can now be dismantled. I'm not entirely sure why you'd want to dismantle passage coins, at least for me personally. I don't see a reason to. I only have like 40 of them, and I do have 3 characters, but I guess if you play a bunch of PvP, which I personally don't aside from Trials, and you only have 1 character, maybe you've amounted a bunch of them, I guess it's good to know you can break them down if you want to. Then for weekly heroics, we have fixed an issue where the weekly heroic strikes did not award engrams. Honestly, I thought that this was just something that was part of the game now. Like, I've only been getting strange coins the past like 2 weeks, and I thought that's the way it was supposed to be. I normally just get crap from it anyway. I don't usually get legendary engrams. It just ends up being blue engrams that turn into blue items that I break down for like no glimmer and such, so I didn't really care too much for it, but I guess it's good to know now that it wasn't supposed to be like that and that it is fixed, so we do have that chance still at legendary engrams or blue engrams that can turn to motes and coins and such like that. On to world changes, we have increased the drop rate of treasure keys from ether chests. Ether chests may only be looted once per spawn. Ether chests will no longer grant ammo consumables when opened. Ether chests will now grant a small amount of Queen's Wrath reputation when opened. And ether chests now have a chance to drop tokens of flight, identity, and judgment. Onto quest changes, we have Petra will no longer display a quest waypoint for players who have not purchased House of Wolves, and fixed a bug in which players abandoning the Gone to Ground quest were still being directed to the Venus Patrol. For bounties changes, we only have one thing. The first wanted fallen bounty completed each week is now guaranteed to drop a treasure key, and my bad about that. My phone alarm went off because I set one for 5 minutes before the Bethesda announcement for the next Fallout game was going to be talked about or posted on their site. But the next thing here is for weapons. Fix the bug in which the 1.2.0.1 hotfix mistakenly did not contain the 1.1.1 fusion rifle balance changes. As a result, players were playing with its pre-1.1.1 weapon balance state. The original fix has been reapplied. Then finally, for item changes, we have tokens of flight, identity, and judgment can now be dismantled to gain plus 10 House of Judgment reputation each, and ammo consumables can now stack to 100. So those are all the updates and changes that came out with yesterday's hotfix. Like I said, if you have any questions or confusion regarding any of these changes, go ahead and just take a second to post about it in the comments, and I will reply to you guys. Guaranteed I can explain whatever it is you are confused about or want to know. But that's basically it. I do hope you all have enjoyed this video or found it informative. If so, feel free to drop a like on it down below and subscribe for many more Destiny videos to come. Thanks for watching, everyone, and peace out.